Hi everyone, welcome back to Astraea Love. Make sure that you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's this top part above, but it is in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you are agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated. Do not shoot the messenger and do not harm the prophets of God. Now, if you don't pray, that's fine. I'm going to say this prayer for the both of us. I ask that the Most High God continue to order our steps when dealing with anything in the psychic or spiritual realm. I also ask that the Most High God can be with us now. Please, and all of the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our... So somebody's out of breath because I'm out of breath and I haven't done anything except for sit here. So somebody is out of breath trying to keep up with you. Okay, I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. That is so repetitive that it gets very irritating, agitating, and fucking annoying. Having to do that every single time is really fucking annoying to me because I'm always praying, but just having to read the same thing, that's really super annoying. So I would like everybody to be very familiar with my legal disclaimers so that maybe in the future, I mean, there's always going to be new people that come to the channel and they need to hear this because I am not the one, the two, the three, or the four to fuck around with and find out. And so this person that we're talking about today is a complete douchebag, picking up on two different energies that are trying to keep you from getting paid. And so you could do something for entertainment for work, or I don't know what this is, but these people are going to hell. Not only are they going to lose their jobs, whatever federal job they have, they're going to lose that shit, which is funny. Fuck them. They're going to lose their fucking job. They're going to have to be in the Three of Wands trying to start over. And they're going to have a mark against them. They're going to also go to jail for trying to steal your money and trying to stop your money from coming in. And again, no one gives a fuck. No one cares about these people because they had ample opportunity to stop messing with you. I don't care what happens to them. God does not care what happens to them. You truly are dealing with somebody who is ignorant as all hell. They are an ignorant fucktard, a total dipshit idiot. And not only that, I'm picking up that this is some type of immigrant that shouldn't even fucking be in this country. That's going to be ripped from their job. They're going to be put in prison. And the moment that their prison sentence is over, they're going to be thrown the fuck back into the shithole country that they came from. No joke. Because they shouldn't even be here in the first place, and they definitely shouldn't be here illegally, and they definitely shouldn't be doing illegal shit, and they shouldn't even have a job at this Federal Reserve or whatever this is that I'm picking up on. So we're going to see who this person is, and then, yeah, that's too many. Don't do that again. We're going to see who this person is, and I'm just like agitated with their energy. I'm so fucking tired of people messing with other people. Just in advance, if you have a problem with somebody, leave them the fuck alone. If you don't like somebody, don't watch them. Okay? Don't be one of these idiots. These people are the stupidest people I've ever fucking seen in my goddamn life. And this is pathetic as fuck. This Six of Pentacles concerns over your self-worth and what you deserve. Nobody gets to dictate what comes to you. Only the Most High God. And this person just sacrificed themselves by ganging up against you with a bunch of false-ass bitches. To be quite honest, these people are bitches. You are receiving justice and the truth at this time. This person will be going to hell. They will not be collecting $200. They will not be passing go. They will not be moving forward. They will not be gaining anything. They will not be getting paid. Because again, any money that they've siphoned from you getting paid, that shit has to be paid back. So they won't be getting a paycheck. They'll be losing their house. They'll be losing their car note. They'll be losing fucking everything over this. And then the Nine of Swords. This person is in the Nine of Swords right now because this is right now time. They're getting caught up right now. They're getting straight up caught up. And that's funny to me. I mean, what type of loser targets somebody because they see that they're an entertainer and decides, well, I'm just going to stop this person's money and steal it, thinking that they're not being, everything they do while they're online at their job is tracked. Every transaction, whether it's $200 that's siphoned and stolen, or if it's 50 cents, it's still being done under this person's name. This is why they're an idiot, like truly stupid. It's still being done underneath this person's name, and it's being watched. That's why they're in the Nine of Swords. So I'm going to put that for their energy right here. Grief, emotional pain and depression, guilt. They feel bad now. No, they don't really feel bad. I am so sick of people that pretend to feel bad, but they don't. Like, this person's only suffering because they got caught. In their mind, they still think that you don't deserve to get paid for your work. How psychotic is that? And this person, I mean, who the fuck do these people think that they are? Hi, welcome in Divine 99. Who these people think that they are, walking around deciding who deserves to get money and who doesn't? Like, bitch, please. This is sad. The fact that this person thinks that they can control anything in your reality or your universe is pathetic, because they do not. They're not all they're doing is creating anguish and suffering for themselves. And they really want to steal this 10 of Pentacles from you, and God has rebuked that. God's like, no. Not only will you have to pay back everything that you owe to this person, you're losing your job, you're getting kicked out of the country, and then you'll probably be facing an additional prison sentence once you go back to the country that you came from. So this person is about to be up shit's creek without a paddle. Yeah, this is because you're in the 10 of Cups, receiving your wishes, like living your life. This person feels like they have the power, like they feel like because their job, whatever they were doing, gave them a little bit of power to log into some system and look at other people's shit. This person feels entitled, like this person could be copying you, but they feel entitled to your 10 of Cups, strange energy. So they feel like, well, if they can stop you from making money online or making money in whatever way this is, then they can stop you, then they can copy you. But what happens when let's just say that you did retire from working because this person blocked and stole your money and siphoned it. Okay, first of all, this person would be cursed for the rest of eternity because you work for the divine source. Okay. And that's the last thing you want to do, is be an ignorant fucking idiot that gets it right in the way of God. God's like, I gave this person a job to do. I told them what to do. And then here comes this little dipshit motherfucker that thinks that they know some shit and they don't know anything. And they just come, boom, try to block you. And hell to the F no. This person is going down, man. They are going down. And I mean, they're getting in the elevator and going down to hell. Not collecting no money. Anything that they were going to get through their job will be given to you. This is like a big backfire. And whoever told this person to do this person's going to be really pissed off at this friend. I see this being a woman. I see that there was another woman that told her to do this, and I feel them. Yeah, exactly. Spilling the tea. I feel this person, they're going to get in a physical fight with this other person, like an actual altercation where they're going to be pulling each other's hair out. And serves them right. because this was a horrible idea to do this shit to you, especially when you're in your winning season and you're in your 10 of cups. This was a horrible idea to do to you. 2 of wands. Yeah. So this is talking about how you have left your mark on the world. People know you now. If this person was thinking about stopping you, maybe they should have done that before people knew you. You know what I mean? Because now they know you, they know your energy, and they know what you're about, and they like you, and so they're going to continue to support you. That's why when I see my subscribers go up and down, I don't trip on that. I know that I know that I'm going to attract in the people that are my, soul tribe. I'm going to attract in those people. Anybody else leaves, that's on them. Like, that doesn't really bother me, because if they're leaving, then they're obviously being directed away from me, which means they most likely don't have good intentions, or they, basically don't have good intentions. So I'm okay if I lose a few subscribers and still have the work done, because that good work that I'm putting out is going to attract. For every 1 subscriber I lose, I gain probably 25. You know what I mean? So, that's just the energy being reciprocated. So the energy is being reciprocated, but this person decides that they want to block the energy, and they're going to use their job to do it. Yeah, you have an Ace of Cups. Overwhelming. This is like an overflow of love from the universe. The universe is not backing down when it comes to you. This person's going to have to become, well, they're going to jail. I mean, that's what's the outcome of their life is going to be. But yeah, so this person could have been a friend or somebody. It's somebody that used to, like, I think because on the 10 of Cups, it says you have all the possessions that you need to purchase a home. I think this person that's in the 9 of Swords, maybe they used to live where you used to live, and you moved, you upgraded since then, and this person got a job. This is why, all of these internet sources like YouTube, eBay, Amazon, they need to be checking the backgrounds of these fucking people that they hire, instead of just hiring illegal immigrants to do the work. Because this could end up getting pulled into court, and these people could end up going through a fucking court case. And that would look really bad on the company if they have any illegal immigrants working for them. Yes, you're totally right, D Divine. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Yeah. Thank you so much. You're so wonderful. But yeah, it's definitely all of your accounts are being protected. Like, this person was getting away with doing this for a certain amount of time, and now God's like, that's enough. Yeah, you've got an Ace of Cups and then an Ace of Wands. This is definitely God saying enough to this person. So this is a good time to begin new projects. Again, this person's a copycat. If they were to get rid of you, or you were to stop working because they blocked you, then what would this person do to copy you? How would they be able to copy you when they're copying you through watching you on the internet or something like that? So again, this person's obviously not smart in any type of way, because they would have thought, oh, well, I can't impersonate collective if collective does not exist. I have no pity for this person at all. They pretty much deserve what they're going to get. Yeah, your Instagram account, that's such bullshit. These people are doing that though. Oh my gosh, Ragnarok, that's crazy. You have a copycat too. Wow. Well, you know what? I don't get a negative feeling that all these people are attracted to you. I think that's a good. I think that you're meant to do some type of healing for people, and so that could be one reason why they're attracted to you at this time. But yeah, you got the energy of the Magician coming out, which means you know how to transmute energy. That's going to work out very bad for this person. And you know what? I felt the same way. Like, it was like, what, last weekend or something? It was a couple days ago. I went to this fair and I was talking to people. It's like a home fair where they have like people that do flooring and windows and fences and shit like that. And we were just walking through it because there's not a whole lot to do. where I'm at. We were just walking through it, and all these people came up and were talking to me, and I was like, whoa. And I didn't have any makeup on. So that's like, in my mind, I'm like, why are these people talking to me like I look like shit? But I don't really look like shit. I don't look that much different than what I look right now without makeup. But yeah, it was definitely a new energy. And I think it's spirit showing us that when you're in the right, like, your energy is going to attract positivity. Yeah, Queen of Cups energy. So you could hold the Queen of Cups energy. You could be very nurturing and very soft and very kind. This person wants to copy that energy from you. I also feel like this person has been wishing illness and sickness on you. Yeah, they're the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. They're about to be in the Ten of Swords. And then you have then there's a female that doesn't want somebody's ding-a-ling to work. And they keep trying to use spell work, and this is also backfiring. So we got a couple different people that have really bad intentions. So this lover's energy, this is something that is insured to your destiny, okay? This twin flame union has to do with your destiny. This person will not be stopping that. I really feel like somebody's trying to bind you from meeting somebody. And then also someone needs to find out what the animal totem traits are of the horse. Okay, because somebody has got horse energy coming really strong through. And I love horses. They're like a bigger dogs in my mind. That's what I think that they are. Six of Pentacles is breadcrumbing. I'm not kidding. This person is so about to be fucked. Like, seriously, they should not have done this. I feel like they lied to their employer and everything, saying that they were like that little box on your application where it says, are you a U.S. citizen? This person clicked yes on that, and they are not a U.S. citizen. And that's lying to the federal government. So that's not, I mean, because of this person's illegal activity online that they're going to get judged this way, and then it's going to be looked at. But them trying to breadcrumb you has already backfired. This lover that's coming in could be somebody that has a lot of money. That's another reason why these. Welcome in, Shaman Maria Helens, or Helena, sorry. You do have many horses. Okay, awesome sauce. So yeah, the energy of the horse is very, I think maybe they have to do with resilience and endurance and speed, most likely. But yeah, I feel those energies coming in to help you. And I just saw a horse. Welcome in, everybody coming into the chat. I just saw a horse trample somebody. So this person, if they ever end up having, yeah, this is weird. This person has done some type of black magic. They wanted a nightmare. Okay, there's these spiritual horses, and they cause nightmares. Okay, they are kind of demonic. This person wanted one of these things to stomp you out in your sleep, right? Yes, you've been transmuting a lot of death magic. I absolutely. And heart attack stuff. You know what, Ragnarok? I also feel like this devil energy. I feel like that part of what you've been feeling in your heart is you're feeling when somebody betrays you. So like in the moment that they're talking about you or they're betraying you, you're feeling that your heart is like either closing or it feels like very stabbing type energy. Yeah, this person's pathetic. So needless to say, they're in the Nine of Swords sleepless nights because this nightmare has no intention of doing anything to you. It's going to do it to this person that summoned it. And so, yeah, if you don't want to be possessed by demons, don't summon demonic entities. That's common sense, but I just had to say that out loud in case somebody ends up watching this and they're like, oh, I'm going to summon this demon. They don't know what they're doing. This person's about to be from the Six of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Homelessness is their next stop. Like I was saying, when they get out of jail for however long they're going to be in for doing this to you, they're going to be in the Five of Pentacles because they're going to be sent back to the country that they came from, and they don't have a house there anymore. This is all because somebody was jealous. There was jelly. Yeah, of this Ace of Pentacles. They want this shit so bad. And do you see that hand? How that hand is like coming out of the universe? It's just like out of the sky. This is something that comes from God. This is not something that can be stolen. Any of the aces cannot be messed with because that is coming from the divine, which means that you have gifts and abilities that are going to make, or you could be some type of entertainer and using your gifts and abilities to make money. I also see that this person was trying to body shame somebody and affect somebody's weight. That's also backfired. This person eats a lot of beans and shit like that, and they're gaining weight very quickly. And if you had any pudginess or anything, that was like the effects of this fat spell. Yeah, you have been here for a while. I totally agree. Yes, they do. They want like all of your spiritual fortune and spiritual riches. Yeah. Yeah. You know what, Ragnarok, I feel like the fat curses, I feel like they did that on, you're right. You guys, interesting to me how we all pick up on this. It's like I can have like 5 people in the chat, and out of all the stuff we say, each person's experiencing something. That's like the most interesting thing because it really teaches about the law of attraction and how we draw in our lessons. But yeah, the fat curse is definitely on the father's line. So the crystal that's the best for that is gold sheen obsidian. So anytime that you have a curse on the father's line, curse crystal, to remove it is gold sheen obsidian. And I do have a bracelet of it because I've experienced this many times. So is this it? This is it. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of got a gold. See how those beads have a gold sheen? When you get a gold sheen obsidian piece or a bracelet, you want to see that shine. That's how you know that it's gold sheen obsidian. But yeah, so you wear that. I'm just gonna put that sucker on, man. So you wear that. Wow, immediate difference. And I have extremely magical people on both sides of my family, but I don't know one side of my family just due to my birth mother being dropped off at a orphanage in Northern Rhodesia, Zimbabwe. Well, it was Northern Rhodesia then, but now it's called Zimbabwe. And so she was just left at that orphanage, and she ended up getting adopted by people that are like, they were ambassadors for the US and Northern Rhodesia at that time. So I really have no way of tracking my mother's side, basically. So a lot of stuff comes through that, and a lot of stuff comes through my father's side. Yes, let's see. Okay. So if they're claiming to be your father's above you, that might be some type of entity saying that to you. Because we have, so a lot of us that have been abducted, okay? I don't know exactly how the whole alien thing works, but I do know that when you, okay, so you can have spiritual fathers. Like I have a spiritual father that possessed my birth father when making me, and is absolutely an alien because my birth mother was telling everybody about her being abducted and impregnated by an alien. And then when they were in like the delivery room, my mother was like, "This is not your baby," kept saying that to my birth father. But like, to have the birth record, you had the people that are there, like they have to sign this paper basically saying that they're the father and mother for adoption and stuff like that. And so she was like freaking out. She's like, "This is not your baby. This is not your baby." So anyways, but I do know that both of my parents, when they were, because they were refugees from South Africa, that both of them were abducted in Africa and experimented on heavily. And those extraterrestrials followed them from Africa to here. And when I was born, I was basically put into my mother. And then when I was harvested and I was born, they abducted me again and took me out of the universe that I was in and brought me to a different one. So, yeah. I know that other people have gone through that same exact process. And so if you have somebody coming to you to say that they're your father above you, it's basically talking about that type of spiritual father. And trust me, that my alien father, my real alien dad, like I looked at this situation because my birth mother getting abducted was very traumatic for her. Like she just was an alcoholic and fucked up. But like, and sorry because she's dead, but like that's just what I know of it. And so when my real father abducted her, like he was not nice. Like that's way bad. Yeah, you are an interdimensional being of light though, and so that's not bad. But yeah, but if they're telling you that, then they know exactly what I'm talking about because yeah, because the fallen watchers came down here to mate with the women of the earth. Then when they abduct these women, they're RAPing them. I don't know how to spell that word with the ing, but you know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to get monetized, but for that, but they are my birth mother hated my birth father, whatever fallen watcher that was. So, and then when I got abducted later on, I had another experience where I felt like they put that watcher inside of me or they did something horrible. And that's when I was levitating. When my parents found me levitating, they were like, oh shit. But these people, speaking of judgment, it's like judgment's been getting called on this because these angels have been coming down in their chariots from the sky, their UFOs, and they've been taking women for a long time, but not all. It's kind of like making a mule when you use an extraterrestrial and a human, and then you create a hybrid. I can't have children just genetically. And so that's one reason why. And the other reason is why is because the Greys were experimenting on my reproductive system a lot. So that's another reason. But like, yeah, a lot of people that are hybrids, yes, in court, a lot of people that are hybrids are actually like descendants of angels is what I would call them because the angels have higher intelligence. And yeah, I don't consider the ones that abduct like, and the weird thing is that I call them dark fathers. These dark fathers may not be negative for you, but they definitely were negative for like your mother, right? So you have good karma with them, but your mom didn't. And that's what I was getting with my situation is that there was a lot of negative karma. These people are about to be in the Five of Pentacles, man. They really should not have done this. Yeah, it does seem like a big change happened. And the Pleiadians don't like the Greys because the Greys are, what is it called? It's like fake. It's artificial consciousness. They're like artificial consciousness. So, yeah, that's why the Pleiadians don't like them because they're not natural. Seven of Wands. This person is going to be very much in defense from you. You may have to defend yourself in court if it ever comes to that. You have this protection. And there is an emperor. See, you either are the emperor or there is an emperor that is watching over this. Because the Ace of Swords talks about your mission becoming clear. And I feel like I don't know what the Greys were doing to us when they were experimenting on us. I get that everybody in the chat has been abducted by the Greys. But I feel like the Greys want to reproduce, but there is something going on with their like genetic reproductive system. And so they can't reproduce, but they still want children. Yeah, good. The Pleiadians are so awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you definitely do have that copycat warlock person in your energy. They want to be you so bad. It's sad. Wow. Wow. I will have to check out that movie. I have never heard of it. But yeah, I feel like you guys, so there was something that was put up the nose when these grays abducted you guys. And there was something that was put inside of you guys. But I'm getting from spirit that these things are actually not negative. What the grays were trying to do was they were trying to experiment on the human system to create people that were psychic, that had spiritual abilities that could help them out. Because the grays can't reproduce, which means they consider us, the human race, to be like their children because they can't reproduce. And so, yeah, like I look at, because they all look the same, and they've tried to say before that they're us from another universe, but that shit is a lie. Don't believe that. They're definitely not us. They're artificially made. It's like artificial consciousness in a being that is artificial. So yeah, they want to be natural, but they're not. Yeah, they definitely, it's an experiment for sure. Because it, and this is why they are picking certain parents. Like, this is so you can understand why they pick my parents. Your parents have certain abilities, and this also has to do with Ragnarok, because Ragnarok kind of happened before this lifetime for us. I was Loki. I know the person that was Thor. And I haven't met I have met the person that was Odin, but Odin ended up ascending in that lifetime. So I don't think that it would be called Odin anymore because it ascended. But yeah, that's why Balder had to die, because it was a sacrifice for Odin to ascend. So that's why that shit happened. But I mean, it's interesting to me because every time I come across an Asgardian, wow, that is awesome. That is awesome that you connect with Ptah. I've connected with him too. I actually had this lady that used to come into the crystal store, and she would come in, and she would have all of these problems, and it was because she betrayed Ptah in Egypt. She was one of these like a slave race, right? She betrayed him, and so she was like cursed for all eternity. She was having to come into the store to get candles like every other week to deal with this shit. Yeah, devil energy. She had the worst haunting in her home, like hell to the no. And the Egyptian magic, that is so powerful, you guys. It's extremely powerful. So I think it's so just to let you guys know about divine beings. Okay. Basically, we all are divine beings when we get into alignment with our North Node and our divinity, right? So we all have that capability within us to be divine feminines and masculines. Regardless of what our gender is, we have still the capability of that. Okay. So basically, when the entity that's Archangel Michael right now was not the original Archangel Michael. See, because a divine being does its own role and its own job, it creates a position. Then after that being doesn't want to be doing that job anymore, and that soul wants to move on to another one, it has to train another soul to take its spot and basically play that position. And so the archangels are all switching up, and all of these other ones like Ptah and stuff like that. But when you come across somebody that was the original, and that's what I'm getting, that you're the original, and some of these positions, like Lucifer's position and a couple of other ones that end up creating jobs that have to be filled. Yes, absolutely. Sekhmet for sure. Absolutely. Sekhmet for sure. But yeah, after these positions are filled, then they have to be kept up because it created a job in the universe. And so another soul gets to come forward and then study to do what that job does. And then they take over. So when you find out that you are an original of this or that, it's like your higher self has that core energy that will never change, right? And so the people that take over your job because you want to move on and have a different experience, they have to learn that core energy from you. That's what this person's trying to copycat. They're trying to see who you are in the ethers, which is super weird. I mean, this person thinks that, okay, you're also dealing with somebody who thinks that they're like intelligent. They really think that they're intelligent. Yes. So maybe this slave race that I'm picking up on, maybe Ptah had wives in this slave race, but I see Ptah as being much larger, and then this slave race being much smaller. But they're not humans. It's like another type of entity. Yeah, this is about Eight of Pentacles. This is about your work, you guys. This is somebody not wanting you to get paid for whatever you do, and then somebody taking it farther than that. This person was egged on by this other feminine energy, and so I don't think they knew exactly what they were getting into. And this is somebody that took advantage of somebody who's an illegal immigrant as well, knowing that if they get caught up, they'll just be put back, you know, put back where they came from. Yeah. So this person is basically in denial. They're going to be in denial about this. They're just going to be going up the denial river. You know what I'm saying? This person jumps in willingly without a life jacket. So yeah, I also feel like this person has followed you from lifetime to lifetime. They think that, yeah, that's exactly it. They think that they're smart, but this is really like one of the stupidest things you could do to somebody, especially somebody that's being monitored by extraterrestrials, UFOs, and the government. So it's like, okay, when all of these people are watching, that's not the time to do stuff to people. It's when everybody's watching. So this work that you do is what's making you an emperor. Yeah, this person was up underneath the moon trying to cover up their tracks. And this is where, like, I think that people that practice black magic become delusional because, first of all, their ethics were being tested. Like, truly, their ethics were being tested. And them going up underneath the moon to try to cover up what they were doing in the physical is like what is getting them caught up, because this magic is backfiring. This person also wanted to create an army of hidden enemies. Like, I keep getting this board game that's played in ancient Egypt where you're trying to move the souls from one end of the board to the other. This person was trying to get you to engage in this like game that you're just not willing to play with them, right? So that's another reason that they're pissed off. But somebody also is connected to Ra, and Ra don't play. Ra don't play about you. So if I were them, I would, and you're connected to Horus. Yeah. Okay. So Horus is the eye that gives you the ability to remote view and see what other people are doing. Ra, the eye of Ra, gives you the ability to protect yourself from people's evil glare, their evil eye, basically. You're being watched over by the sun, and we know that at nighttime that this is the sun's light that's reflecting back at you. So it's basically I always tell people, anything that happens under the light, whether it's the light of nighttime with the moon or the light of daytime, all of it, anything that the light touches, the god Apollo sees, okay, and knows about, and then reports it back to the higher ups. So there's not anything, and there's always an all-watching eye in the sky. Okay, this person is very much in fear. I feel almost like it feels like a snake is wrapping around me and squeezing the life out of me. Yes. Okay, good. You guys know that you are connected to Ra and Horus. And so Horus is here guiding you to usher in a new age of enlightenment, a new golden age, a 9 of cups for everybody, basically. That's part of your divine life purpose. And it just so happens that your divine life purpose is your wish fulfillment. It's everything. When you look at it from a higher perspective, everything aligns. But you do have this person that has followed you from lifetime to lifetime, being a pain in your ass, man. Pain in the neck, pain in the ass, pain in the side, whatever. I mean, you could literally have pains in these areas, and it's spirit trying to tell you that somebody is purposely being like a fucking herpy to you, you know? Not saying that you have herpes, but just as a metaphor. They're like living disease. I think that jealousy is a disease. And wow. So yeah, if you've been doing the shadow work, especially with these beings that came here to school humanity a long time ago, like, yeah, these beings do not play about you guys. Queen of Swords. So you could have had to cut somebody off. This person is about to get cut off. I also feel like this person watches you somehow. They either watch you with like remote viewing. Yeah, that's it. So it's not physical watch. Well, maybe they do watch you on the internet, but they definitely are remote viewing you. I feel like this person is trying to see what God's going to gift you with, and then they're going to try to come in and steal that. Again, not possible. What God gives to you, God gives to you in the way that the world cannot give to you. What the world can give to you, the world can take away. God's not going to take away what God gives to you, and God's not going to allow this Ace of Pentacles, which is what this person's really after. God's not going to allow that to be taken from you. You're always going to, like the Queen of Swords is somebody who's wise from life's experiences. You're always going to get the heads up about this person and about what's going on way in advance. Like, and this could be a situation that hasn't even happened yet, but when it does, ooh, it's going to backfire, like all systems backfire. Yeah, this moon magic that they did, these secret enemies are all going to be, like I was saying, whoever told this person to do this, these people are going to be beating each other up and pulling each other's hair out. Like it's going to be a major fight. And that's what they get. They shouldn't have tried to bring chaos into your life. They were after this 10 of Pentacles, though. And this is the thing. If this person was able to steal a 10 of Pentacles off of you, then they would not be able to maintain this 10 of Pentacles because they didn't do the work to create it. So once you snatch your energy back and call your power back to you, that here goes this 10 of Pentacles flying right back to you, not going to this person. So that's why I'm saying they lost their home here and they lost their home where whatever country they came from. And good, like straight up, good fucking riddance to these criminals that have come into this country. Good fucking riddance to them. Hell to the nah. Yeah, they're about to be in the 10 of Swords, yo. Like just about to be, this is like current time. They're about to be 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Wounded. And like this person is, as soon as they're caught, they're going to immediately, my nose is itching again. So that must be, this could be somebody right underneath your nose. But the moment that they get caught, they are going to be like, I'm a victim. I was victimized, and they were never victimized. This person is like somebody that lies about being RAPED. This person's a rotten person. That just for all the people that were RAPED, like that's really sad to do, to just lie about that, to lie about men like that. This person's weird. I've never understood why some people do shit like that. For attention, I guess, but why would anybody want attention that's like that, you know? We attract positivity here. That's what we're about. But yeah, this person's a deceiver. They thought that they were really smart. Like, this is when people have a little bit of smarts, but they're actually, and this person uses somebody else to hack other social media sites. Yeah, they're going to be in the 3 of Swords. Like I said, arguments with the lover. This is definitely them getting their ass beat by this person who's going to beat their ass. Like, because they're both going to be caught. Yeah, you have an empress coming into your energy, or you are the empress, or you're with an empress. But so I get the a lot of feminine attraction right now. I totally understand that. God's trying to open your pathways to bring you in something good, because this person was trying to block you in all types of ways, which is crazy. Like to me, I don't believe that I have power over anybody else's reality. I believe that the most high God has power over everybody's reality and has the ultimate say. Like if the most high God says no, that like I put my child in this position to do this job, you know, and you're not going to take that role from them. This is like you're still in your position. This person wants you to move on from your position so they could take your role. No, why doesn't this person just be who God made them to be? Why are they trying to be who God made you to be? That is psychotic. And that's weird. And you're going to get justice for this person being an idiot and being strange. They're stranger things. Like this person is like super weird. And yeah, the upside down world. This is also somebody that you're going to be getting justice for this. This is somebody that likes to open dark portals and send shit at you. And this is something I'm going to say, that opening portals is always a bad idea. If you don't know how to close a portal, don't fucking open one. Straight up. Like, if you don't know how to close it, please don't open it. This person, maybe they don't know they're opening portals. I think they're doing it subconsciously. This is like backfiring on them, because what's coming through the portals doesn't have a problem with you. It's got a problem with this person that brought it here, because this shit doesn't want to be here in this realm. Hi, Swami. Welcome in. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Yeah. This person, I don't feel like anything good is going to happen to them. I feel like they're about to have a great fall. This Six of Cups, you could even have nostalgic memories with this person. This person became obsessed with your energy. Obsessed with your energy. And like I was saying, how God created you to be a role for the world. Nice. Yeah, how God created you to be a role for the world. This person decided that the role that God gave them, they don't want. They want your role instead. But they're not meant to be a spiritual teacher. They're not meant to be a guru. They're not meant to be what your path is. And so this is why they're going to fail every time. Yeah, this King of Cups energy. You guys could be very, very wise from life experiences right here. And again, I feel like you guys are the emperor. You're in your highest vibration of feminine and masculine energies right now. I feel like you also we're very giving, kind, and compassionate to this person. Yeah, hail Odin. I literally, much love to India, such a beautiful place. And I am obsessed with all versions of Thor. So I love Indra, and I just love Thor. So you could have been very kind and considerate to this person, right? And so this is just total betrayal. This is why, wow, Kerala, that's cool. I'll have to check that place out. So that's why this person is going to be very sad, because really you were doing them a solid by being their friend or by knowing them in the past. Knight of Pentacles. This is a person that's going to catch this person up. Yes, I do see Odin as kind of like a fathering almost like a grandfather energy. I really love Odin's energy. I've got a statue of him riding Sleipnir. And so it's a horse that has 8 legs. And then he's got like a big, what are they called? Staff, or not staff, but what are they called? They're like a staff, but they have not an arrow. Oh my God, it'll come back to me. It's so weird. But he's got, they throw them. They're like They're like big, and they have like what would be on the end of an arrow at the top of them. Spear, good God. Okay, so anyway, so he's holding a spear that's actually one of the runes. Just badass statue. So, and I also feel like if you guys are seeing ravens, that's a message. Anytime that you guys see birds, birds are one of the first ways that I know that somebody's sending a message to me, like a spirit guide or an angel, is when I see birds. And then based upon the bird and the way that it interacts with me, I can tell what the message is. You've been seeing crows and ravens your whole life. So yeah, those are big. Yeah, Indra is actually Shiva, Vishnu. Wow. I thought that Indra was Thor because Indra is like the god of thunder or lightning and the god of India. And so what I understood was that Indra got rid of the giants in India. Because you guys know that at some point in the past, giants actually ruled this world. It was giants and it was walls. They were actually, wow. There are connections between Indra and see that, and that's so cool, you guys. Oops. The 10 of Pentacles and the reverse. Oh my gosh. This is warning this person that they're about to lose everything. Yeah. The energy of Saturn. So Saturn's energy, they're these like beetle beings that come from Saturn. Wow. Odin is more powerful than Indra. That kind of makes sense, actually, because Odin's more powerful than Thor. Well, I think that he's more powerful because Woden, there was somebody alive on this planet that was called Woden. Odin, see, he lost his eye, and basically he had to sacrifice his eye to gain all this wisdom and knowledge. I think that wisdom and knowledge that he gained, that foresight, that is what makes him much more powerful than the other gods. And the fact that he's the father, the all father. So you could be getting some good news about this person going to jail or going to hell very soon. I mean, I would consider jail and hell to be kind of the same place, Oh my gosh, Woden is a Saxon German. Woden. Okay, thank you. I was like, I know that there was something written by somebody named Woden. That totally makes sense. That came out of my mouth that way. But yeah, so this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, this is really showing that this person is going to take a financial loss that cannot be avoided. And again, if they try to take, there's no shortcuts that they can take. This person's going to be rerouted back to the country that they came from, and you're going to remain in the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you have a lot of positivity coming to you right now. And you guys have been doing the work. Not everybody is willing to do the work in life. And so that's why people don't progress. But when you are willing to do the work, things just get better. Okay, so Wednesday is Woden's Day. That is cool. Yeah. Thorisaz is Thursday, which is Thor's Day. That's awesome. And I think Freya is Friday. So this is the Dark Confessions Oracle deck. I love this deck because this shows what people are trying to say to you, but then they're not going to say it to you because this is like a confession that they would make. It says, I am going through a roller coaster of emotions, but I won't admit it. So this is how this person feels about you. They feel like their life has just been halted, ultimately. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, and Tuesday is Tyr Day. Okay, that makes sense because Tyr is of war, and Tuesday is also the day of war. Wow. I love the Viking series. I freaking love that show. Like, I like the Ragnarok or Ragnarok with Ragnar Lothbrok. I liked that, but I was when I was watching that show, I was Ragnar's second wife, the dragon lady. That's who I was. So yeah, that show's very dear to me. The mother that gave birth to Ivor the Boneless. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Wow, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Scandinavian black metal. Their language is so different. It's so different. It's one of the coolest languages I've ever heard. I am afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. This person literally, yeah, Ragnar, this person literally has feelings. I don't mean to laugh at them, but they do have feelings for you, obviously, or they wouldn't have done this. This is definitely a feminine energy. So if you're feminine, this could be somebody that was attacking you because they have LGBTQ plus going on. It's difficult for me to process my emotions. So all that we pulled is about feelings and emotions. I'm not available right now. This person is basically messed up. Yes, absolutely. It could be in my blood. I don't know. I have alien blood. I've got RH negative blood. So, wow. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Wow. Wow. That is why we are so connected. That is wild. And I am such a fan of Kali, you guys. I am such a fan of Kali. I like her because she actually teaches you how to get past your own limiting blocks and self-beliefs. I really like that. Rejecting you is protecting myself. I was being selfish. This person's extremely selfish. Anybody that's gonna, yes, absolutely. Anybody that's gonna try to just block you, that's them trying to project. Like, rejection is protection, but this person was using rejection as a weapon. It says, I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. So you are definitely triggering this person's demons. Yes, I know. He was such a shit. Yeah. Yeah, he was such a shit. Yes, and I also know that Bjorn was not a son of Ragnar, but the Vikings were the first type of people, from what I know, to start adoption. Like, they would adopt people into becoming a Viking, where before most cultures would just like unalive, they would like steal a woman and unalive all of her children. I had a dream that one time that somebody stole me, abducted me, and killed all my children, and then I killed all of their people. I poisoned them all at some type of dinner feast after I let them really like think that I was like safe and shit, and then I pulled a left one on them. But that to me, that was a lifetime that was not on this planet. I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. This person could have been somebody who you used to talk to. I don't feel like you dated them, but maybe you just talked to them. I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up right now. This person is so blocked. Like, their chakras are really blocked. Oh my gosh. Yes, I definitely know about Lumeria. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know about Lumeria. And I know that it was like, so Lumeria, from what I understand, Atlantis was below water. The cities below water. Lumeria was the cities above water. So yeah, it being below Sri Lanka, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yes, it is so interesting. That's one thing that I watch a lot of history stuff, and I think it's really interesting how we all have a myth, a flood myth. It's just like slightly, the details are slightly different, and it connects Australia and the U.S. Wow. Or does it connect India and Australia? That would be very interesting. The Lemurians were, all of you guys have been in Lemuria. Yeah, you guys have been in Lemuria. Wow. So you guys were the Lumerians had the ability to leave their body for prolonged amounts of times, and they could go into the astral or go into whatever other realms. And so they could actually leave their body and then go into the astral realm and then come back to their body. And so, wow. Wow, that is really cool. So this says, I cannot be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me. This person doesn't want you to see that that this person has literally been following you for lifetimes. It says, I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. And of course you would reject this person because they're a copycat. Totally strange. I feel like if you had let this person into your energy before, they were doing something to deceive you. You know what? I like that you guys are talking to me. It just shows me that what I'm picking up on is totally in alignment, and what you guys are picking up on is totally in alignment. It's extremely powerful. So yeah, ancient Lemuria was a time, for a long time, ancient Lemuria, there was peace, but it was like the catastrophe with the flood, you know, basically like, well, we all have different flood myths, but I think the flood that happened at Atlantis, where everybody drowned, and again, Atlantis was a port for the extraterrestrials, different extraterrestrials. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. They want your, so you have, I don't know if you're drawing sigils or what these are, but they're very powerful. Whatever you're drawing, these symbols, Ragnarok, very, very powerful. Yeah, they're definitely, this is somebody that wanted to use your abilities against you. And that was a horrible idea. So, it's just crazy. And this person also took a really big gamble on doing this because they knew that this could have really backfired, and it is. Like they knew the risk when they took this job by lying to the government and saying that they were legal. This Four of Pentacles in the reverse, this is them wanting to separate you from your money. It straight up says that possible theft or embezzlement, whatever they stole or siphoned from you, it has to be given back. They're going to have very little control over the coming circumstances and over the coming days, just like straight up. Oh, I love that. I love poems. So keep writing, you guys. Swami, what is that poem, right? What was his name? I feel like you are this reincarnated person that was writing poems. What is their name? It starts with an R. Rumi. I really feel like you were Rumi. So it would be very interesting for you to listen to some stuff that Rumi has written and see if that vibrates with you, if it resonates. But yeah, this person was trying to distract other people from looking at this account. And I feel like this account has been flagged for some reason. Yeah, because, there's this person that works for whatever this service is, there is somebody higher than them that has to do an overall check when it comes to taxes. And that's how they're going to get caught up. This talks about someone may cheat you out of your payment for services. This is what this person was trying to do. They were trying to literally make sure that you didn't get paid for your services. Crazy. And the pathetic part is that they were using witchcraft or wishcraft, because I feel like this person was wishing upon a jinn. I'm going to tell you right now that this jinn does not have the power or the ability or even the permission to do this to you. So it's not, it's not doing anything to you. It's actually doing it to this person. So that's why you never know. Like, I just don't fuck with the jinn because I let the Most High God deal with that. Really, that was your first poem? My gosh, you guys, that's so amazing. And Thoth is also very good when it comes to writing. And I don't know if you guys have ever listened to the interpretation of the Emerald Tablets, but very awesome. Very awesome. You can find a bunch of different interpretations on the internet. And so Edgar Casey did his own interpretation. Baba Vanga, these are all psychics. Baba Vanga was another one. And then there's another female psychic. I just don't remember her name right now. She also did an interpretation of the Emerald Tablet. So there are quite a few interpretations, but they're basically talking about the oneness of all. Anytime that you bring any type of, like, this is just what I have discovered personally, anytime that you have an issue, like let's say that you get triggered and you start to feel upset or anxious or something, right? Okay. And you go, okay, I've asked myself, is this my energy? And then it comes back saying yes. When you start to close your eyes and tap into the oneness of all, and you bring that energy into the oneness of all, it literally dissipates into nothingness. And so that's a really good way that you guys can connect with spirit and close the doors that these people try to open on your life, basically. This person's about to experience a lot of problems, like major health problems. Yeah. Also, this Knight of Cups in the reverse energy, because this is a female energy. It's actually two females. This Knight of Cups is going to come in, maybe being undercover or something. Anyways, this person has horrible intentions for this woman. So this person's karma is going to get much more worse, because I am picking up on some serial killer vibes with this Knight of Cups and the reverse energy, which is crazy to think that that would happen. But that's, God responding. Yeah, whoever this unaliver person is associated with the Hierophant group. This Hierophant group could be a secret society, or they could be somebody that is like Illuminati or Masons, or like a secret society group where they see those two little heads right there. Those are like priest heads, right? And this guy actually looks like the Pope, but actually I am getting kind of heavy Vatican energy. This person could be connected to the Vatican or the Knights Templar. So you're being washed over by people that are actually killers, like they would kill for you. That's wild. And this is why I know that you guys have extraterrestrial origins within you. Well, some of you were the beings fighting in the Bhagavad Gita, right? In that story. Some of you were present in that story. So you've been present at the most crucial times in history. Wow. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And again though, like Excalibur again. Yeah, that I do believe in Excalibur, and I do believe in Avalon because I visited there in the astral realm, and it was like its own little providence, its own little area. Yes, the warriors that watch over you are ruthless. And the thing is that they're not just in the spiritual realm, these people are in the physical. And so this person is going to have to answer to this Hierophant group for what they've done. I'm also picking up on a Page of Wands energy. This could be somebody that you're protecting. This could be a child or a younger sibling. See, this has to do with your blood because, there is something special about it. Or there's an additional component to your blood that has not been studied properly. Like only the extraterrestrials are studying it. I don't think that the human race has the technology quite yet. But that could be part of what you're here to do, is help invent a new technology. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. This is a very good time for group business ventures and business partnership. Awesome time. an awesome time. And it's a really good time to come into alignment with your spirit guides, because I am getting that for every person you have working against you, you have probably 30 spirit guides working against them. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And so when people start to look at your Akashic records, and this is why I'm going to, like, these people will end up going blind for this, but they figure out who you are and who you were, you know? And yes. Oh my gosh, you posted something for Excalibur today. That is so in alignment, you guys. So when these people figure out who you were, that's when they start to like get really jealous and want to steal your destiny, because these people are power hungry. They want power really bad. Yeah, it's absolutely forbidden. It's absolutely forbidden. Nobody, unless you give somebody permission with your mouth, like I give you and I don't give nobody permission to read my Akashic records, but unless you give them permission, that's the only way that they can do it. But other than that, they are basically putting themselves in a situation where they could go spiritually blind from trying to look into it. Yeah. Yeah, Excalibur is absolutely, it's like a riddle. It's kind of like the Sphinx, but it's also a big energetic tool. So this Page of Pentacles, I'm getting that you are going to be leading younger people or a new generation of people. There's some type of either runic ritual, or there's something that you're doing that's keeping your energy cloaked from these people who have been trying to look into your future to see what's coming. So whatever you guys are doing to protect your energy, if it's prayer, some of you guys are using sound, like, you know, like bells and stuff like that. This, whatever you guys are doing to, yes, rainbow children, whatever you guys are doing to cleanse your energy, this entity or these entities, they don't like it. They can't get past whatever you're doing to cleanse. So maybe before you weren't cleansing, and then all of a sudden you got guided to start cleansing, and now if you've been using the music runes to bind them from blind them from seeing your future, you are absolutely 100% doing it, like, successfully, because like I was saying, these people are not going to be able to use, you know, they can't use the Eye of Horus it gives you. Page of Cups, there may be somebody coming in with a really fishy offer, but this is going to be some type of, like, this person may try to make an offer to you right before they get caught. So I wonder if you're going to even be contacted about this. You might be, you might not be, but I definitely am picking up on prison time for this person. Prison or jail time. And then this Hierophant group is calling down judgment. Yeah, this Two of Cups love offer from the universe is not going anywhere. This person's not going to be able to affect the relationship that you have with others and the relationship that you have with yourself. Like, and this is why you just have to know that what you can affect is what is within your reality and your universe. But when it comes to somebody else's stuff, leave that alone, because you can't affect somebody else's stuff in the way that you think you can. These people that practice this black magic get very delusional, and they literally start to believe that they can do all this hocus pocus crap that is not possible. Like, stealing destinies, which we know happened in the Bible. You know, Lamech stealing the blessing from Jacob, or no, other way around. Jacob stealing the blessing from Lamech, and then Joseph and the Technicolor Dream Coat. Yeah, that's what it's called. That story also, when Joseph's brothers beat his ass, take his coat, or what do? They beat his ass and then they sell him to like slave traders or some shit. That's probably the meanest thing you could do to somebody. Like, that's crazy. That's a form of destiny swap, though. Like, I'm going to take your destiny and live out your birthright. Like, and then when Joseph ends up coming back, everybody's starving to death because of like a famine, and he's got food, and his brother goes, "Please, brother, give me some food." This is like, you mean, brother, that like after you sold me to slavery, bitch? And so he ends up selling his brother ends up selling his birthright, to Joseph for a bowl of stew. Wild. Just wild. Yeah, this person's going to be in the 8 of Swords. That is pretty much unavoidable at this time, especially when it comes to dealing with, federal taxes and shit. This is somebody that infiltrated one of the highest death right after that prison. And I'm telling you, God, your guides do not play about you. This is somebody dying in prison. This could literally be somebody dying in prison. And if they get sent back to the country they came from, they may have to go to prison there too. My left ear just started ringing really loud. This is because you're going to have dreams about who this person is. Absolutely, you're going to have dreams about that. And so I'm just going to tell you this right now, that I feel like you guys are really good people. The reason that you're hated so much is because you have abilities. Okay. You have these star traits and qualities. That's why these other people hate you so much. Anytime somebody is chosen, they receive a crazy amount of random hatred just from being chosen. But these other people need to understand that they also had an opportunity to be chosen and to follow their own destiny, but they rejected that. They thought that your destiny looked better. And, you never know what other people struggle from. You know what I mean? This person obviously is mentally struggling, but you never, if this person was trying to curse you and steal your destiny, this is why these people that practice magic are this stupid to me. I think they're really dumb. Why are you going to curse somebody? You're basically cursing the person and the destiny that you're going to then go steal. Tell me how that makes sense. And then you're surprised. This person's surprised when they're cursed. No, I don't think there should be any surprise about that. This is going to bring you to a major crossroads in life. I feel like this person really wanted you to give up on your destiny, and you're not going to do that. They really wanted to create all of these illusions about you. And I really feel like they were expanding on the fact that you don't socialize a whole lot with others. You're pretty much a hermit. You go within and you find the answers to your problems within, and then you neutralize it there. And this person's like, why can't I affect their reality? Well, they can't affect your reality like this because you continue to go within and heal. And so, yeah, they saw your rank and found out, and and you're above a 33-degree Mason. And these people want to be Masons. They want that like whatever I don't know what status that gives you. I think the Masons are stupid, but basically a Mason, a 33-degree Mason would be able to sacrifice somebody and gain profit off of them. You have more power than that. You were born with more. Yes, that's a hermit mode. Yeah, you guys going within. This is why you're unbeatable. And this is why this person will never find the reason to why they are like this, because they'll never go within. And if anybody tries to tell this person that they have a mental disorder, a mental disease or anything, and again, I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose anyone, but this person has a mental disability or a mental disorder or something like that. Yes. Yeah, Ragnarok, I absolutely felt that you had gone hermit mode and that you cut off these people that were leeching off of you. Literally a leech. Literally. And then one of your friends wanted to I don't know, do something with your mother or something. This is why you just got to be really careful. Don't tell people when you first meet people, don't reveal everything. Like the stuff that I reveal, I know that it's already set into stone. Somebody could already look it up, and it's not something that can hurt me. But make sure that you guys are not revealing your time of birth, your date of birth, where you were born, and that type of stuff. Yeah. Yes, he wanted to do stuff to your mother, and that's disgusting. That's disgusting. What a creep. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, these people's judgment is way clouded by the delusions that they were creating for themselves. I mean, you are never going to let this person near your beloved family. And even if you don't like your mother that much, still, you would have never let this person near her, you know? He's a pastor. Oh my gosh. That is like just typical. That is just so typical. I watched a video probably about 2 days ago that was talking about it, and it had it's one of those videos where people are doing a reaction video, and it had all of these women that were abused by this pastor, and from ages like 7-year-old to like 30 years old, you know? And yeah, absolutely a Mason. Yeah. And the fact that you guys outrank these Masons, that's got these people scared. That's why they feel like they have to do something to stop you, because they see you in this Nine of Pentacles energy, and they don't understand how them like siphoning your money or stealing from you, how this did not stop you. And it's because you've always been the Nine of Pentacles. Like, your investments are going to pay off in every type of way. Yeah, this person was like a Knight of Wands energy. They want all the trappings of success. This person like wanted to be a Mason really bad. I feel like this person was rejected by the Masons, to be quite honest. But I feel like they really wanted to be a Mason. And I think if there's anybody that's being a pastor and if they're a Mason at the same time, hell no. That's a demon. That is not a, and literally I've seen, okay, there's a white pastor that does talks on TV, and this person is a demon. They are not a pastor at all. They're not a pastor at all. They're a freaking demon. Anyways, I was watching him being interviewed, and maybe you'll know who he is after I say this, but he was like, oh, I spent his accent. I spent quite a bit of time with my father in India, and those people, they're just kind folk. Like, that's the type of energy that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my God, this guy is such a demon face. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then I watched one of these big Christian conferences that this like guy went to, and there was all these speakers. And I'm like, oh my God, all these people that are like the ones presenting it are fucking demons. Like, what? Yes, he's got a grin that looks insidious. Like, seriously, if his eyebrows were like any more like that and his ears were pointed, I just totally could see that this person was not human and never was. I was like, damn, damn. Yeah, you have the world opening up to you at this time, you guys. Beautiful energy, though. They're entering into a period of contentment and happiness. Wow. Also, you guys are going to have inner peace. This person's going to be in the Five of Cups. So sad. This is loss. Like I said, they're going to be fighting with whoever set them out to do this. Disappointment in love and friendship. End of a marriage or love relationship. No shit. This person's going to have to go back to wherever they came from, which is going to be probably the worst punishment that they could face, because they don't have a home where they came from. So it could be a third world country. Well, I hope that they learn. We're going to do the angel numbers now. I hope that they learn that, because if they don't die in jail, that this looks like death in jail to me. Doesn't even want this person to go free ever again. That's crazy. So again, here lies Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so. They died because they did too much. Yeah. So 1001, you guys are going through a spiritual awakening right now. And I think the fact that you guys are remembering your rank and remembering who you were in past lives, that's what's getting you into spiritual alignment. Because like I've explained before, all of these different lifetimes, they're all back here in the subconscious, and they're trickling into this lifetime, just basically little by little, so that we can deal with this other lifetime. But when we actually embrace that information and that knowledge, and Oslog, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Oh, I got chills everywhere. That is so cool, because I had never found Ragnar. I was like, who is Ragnar? I know who Leif Erikson was, but I didn't know who Ragnar was. So now, and see how spirit just gives us like little clues, like Ragnarok. That name has Ragnar in it, and it's like Ragnar. Okay, Ragnar is okay. I know, that is so cool. Oh my gosh. Still so much love for you, even though we created a little monster with Ivar the Boneless. But yeah, so this spiritual awakening that you're going through is bringing into you a path of enlightenment, which is going to be, you know, in the coming days, you guys are going to be the spiritual leaders, basically leading by example. And so if you're feeling like this has been a little rocky awakening, it's only shaking things up so that you can recognize that you are heading in the right direction, and that you can put aside whatever these fears or feelings of mistrust, because you are on the right path. Like, you are connected with your higher self at this time. 1331, good fortune. And you're definitely, see, these Masons keep attacking you because you're not doing anything. You're not doing any type of spiritual work to outrank them. That's happening naturally, and it scares the shit out of these people. It literally scares the shit out of these people. So, and again, when you start to find out, because Ragnarok, you also are one of the Aesir gods. I was Loki. And so you're one of the Aesir gods as well. And so that's the type of information when these people find out, you know, I'm kind of getting a really strong energy to Tyr for the Tuesday. Really strong energy coming from, like, yeah, you know how to use runes to battle and to war, and to also like create new things and to heal, which is really cool. So I feel like, yeah, I've known you forever, man. I've known you forever. You have such, no, you're definitely not Balder. I met who Balder was, and he was definitely, well, he was the same. Let's just say that. But I definitely feel like you were Tyr's energy, for sure. For sure. And you came back here, basically, you have, I would look into the weapons that Tyr uses, because I feel like those weapons are around you. They're energetically around you. And so you tapping back into that warfare, that's going to be one of the main ways that you get rid of these freaking weird ass, you know, just like, okay, so Jotunheim was destroyed. Asgard was kind of destroyed, but like at the end of Ragnarok. But some of these other people that are like some of these Masons, these people were creatures from that universe. Yes, absolutely. Tiwas or Taiwas, however you say that one. Absolutely. That's why tapping into these etheric weapons, they're like etheric, but they're also on a higher dimension. And so I feel like that's going to be a really good way to expel, because these are creatures that are from that universe, but they had a problem with the Aesir. Wow. And many people have called you Odin. That is wild. That is so wild. Yeah. You know, when I found out about Loki, I was in a space of like, what the hell? But then literally everything from my past, just even being Oslog was Loki. So I can look at every past life that I've ever had, and it's still just Loki. But yeah. Good. Closing. Absolutely. I feel like if you can tap into Odin's wisdom, because like I was saying that there was an ascension that happened at Ragnarok, that's brilliant, because there's actually a book, I don't know what it's called, but it has all of the like quotes that Odin did, right? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I got chills again. Oh my gosh, you guys. 5555 clarity. This is bringing you a lot of clarity. And it just makes sense because you being Tyr, then coming down and being Ragnar, and you know how Ragnar was going into battle and all of that stuff. Like, that's just how the above and below happens. It's like we are a manifestation of ourselves above. And the good thing is that you have come here to bring clarity. Like, I feel like even though it feels like sometimes you're a victim of the circumstances, you're actually being a beneficiary of it. And, you know, you have a very good connection. You guys have such a strong connection. This connection is something that people wanted to take from you. Like, especially these troll motherfuckers, like whatever these weird troll people are. And maybe they remind me of something in like Lord of the Rings or something, but they're definitely some type of shape-shifting troll that was that invaded with the Jotunheim giants into Asgard. And so they fell. And again, they want that power of a god, but they're not a god. And so they're not a god reincarnated. So the next best thing to them would like, oh, I'm going to become a 33-degree Mason. But this person's such a loser. They got rejected from the Masons. 0220, act on your idea. So whatever this is that you have, that's a good idea. Like, I feel like it could be, well, it's you acting on your full potential, because I feel like for some of you, part of your divine life purpose is protecting other people on this planet. And then part of it is connecting with the other ones that are the same soul tribe that went through the Ragnarok and the fall, you know. And there's a lot of aspects of people. Oh, welcome in, Kelsagos. Your cat came back pregnant. Oh my gosh. That's what I was saying. That is so funny. That is so funny. I was like, I wonder if your cat was going out to get pregnant. Oh my gosh. And it came back. I'm so glad. I prayed about that. I was like really, really hoping that it was not the Haitian person stealing your cat. Holy shit, that was totally scary. And so now you're going to have a bunch of kitty babies. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's amazing, you guys. That is so cool. Wow. Okay, I want to look at the Egyptian cards to see what comes out, because you guys have a lot of Egyptian protecting you. Yes, isn't that funny? Little Freya kitties. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it came back though. Because that's probably one of the worst feelings, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know where my pet is. Mehen, protection. You guys are being very protected at this time. Like, very protected. So I would not, these Masons want you guys to feel fear. Mut, being ordinary. They want you to feel like you're an ordinary person and to deny your lineage, because when you embrace yourself, you step into the power of who you are and who you are meant to be, and then you manifest that. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. She's huge. Oh my gosh, I wonder how many kitties she's going to have. You won in court? Good for you. That's amazing. I knew those people were going to lose. They like literally. Oh, Typhoon babies. That is so funny. Yeah, they literally should not have messed with you. Hathor, intelligence. Black cats. You know how like the universe sends you messages? So you were needing protection, right? The universe just sent you how many more black cat kittens for protection? Literally. So it's like, I got you. Yes, they definitely wanted you to deny your bloodline. And this is the delusion that people think that they can steal bloodline gifts, which is crazy. And you have a black cat. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, you guys. I love cats. I love them. Kepri change. Okay, the cool thing about Kepri, I want you guys to know, is that this beetle god, well, this specific type of beetle, see how it's connected to the sun god Ra with the disc right there? What they do is they live in sarcophaguses in the tombs in ancient Egypt, right? And so they will like age themselves to a certain point of age, and then they reverse their age. And they do this because they run out of food. Like they eat the dead flesh off of the bones, not to be gross or anything, but that's what these beetles do. They eat like dead flesh kind of and stuff off of the bones. And so if they're locked, this is why they can exist for a very long time, because they'll fully mature and then they'll reverse their aging. So this is reminding you guys that this change can be reversed, like that whatever age has been put onto you can be reversed. It's also a symbol of the cult of Ra. I did not know that. Way above the Masons. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, they really messed with the wrong one, you guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. 9 cats coming. 9 cats and the 9 lives, like that. she's gonna be one happy kitty. But yeah, in the spiritual court, you have the advantage, and of course everything happens in the ethers and then in the physical realm, but you have the advantage because you have the lineage. Sashat, wisdom. See, this is person that is like literally transcribing what has been said. And I feel like when you were dreaming about Thoth, this is the energy that you were in, was transcribing what Thoth was saying. And so it could have been an interpretation that you guys, because again, I was guided to tell you guys about the different interpretations of the emerald tablets. I think it's because of how it's talking about the oneness of all creation. I think that there's a connection there. And possibly you could have been part of transcribing the emerald tablets. Now, supposedly wow, that's awesome. Keep writing notes, because I feel like the emerald tablets have never been really found, but I think it's because they've been written on moldavite or maybe emerald, but it was written on moldavite. And I feel like it had to do like with a very high vibrational. So some of you guys have Thoth as a guardian. And anytime you see one of these gods that have the animal head, there is a whole planet and a whole group of beings, just like there's a planet full of Yodas. There's not just one entity like that. It's like basically taking the alien DNA with the animal and mixing it together, and they made a whole race of them. So that's what I've seen with Anubis. That's what I've seen with everything except for Set. Set to me is like a red hyena, kind of looks like a red hyena. Thoth is definitely your guardian. And I feel like you guys are being educated in the dream state about this wisdom, right? To transcribe, because it could be also, I always think of the times like Edgar Cayce in the past when people were translating the emerald tablets. I feel like maybe it would, maybe one of you guys are going to write another book about the emerald tablets. And yeah, Anubis is definitely, like, Anubis is straight up waiting for these people to be unalive to go take them, like, to hell, to whatever Egyptian hell there is. But yeah, you guys are gaining a lot of wisdom. Some of you, so somebody in the chat, one of you guys, you've seen him on DMT. Wow. That is so freaking cool, you guys. That is so cool. Yeah, you know what? So DMT, I think, is like a mind opening drug on such a level that it opens your vibration up, because my experience with it, and again, it wasn't like how MK Ultra did DMT experiments where they were straight up intravenously injecting high amounts of DMT. If you ever read about those studies, you will know that everybody that was doing that DMT study was seeing the Cenobites from Hellraiser. And yes, they are real demons. And all that stuff about Hellraiser is actually legit, like everything about it. Anyways, they were describing the Hellraiser demons. And this was before Hellraiser was even created, because it was like the beginning of MK Ultra. It was just crazy. So you made a whole new calendar, Ragnarok. That is so cool. I literally, what I discovered was that if we stopped celebrating the holidays and the calendar that we have right now, and if we replaced it with a new system, the entire world and time itself would change. That's what I discovered. And so it's basically like we're putting ourselves through these weird ass initiations by celebrating these holidays at the time, like Halloween, Christmas, and all this stuff. And when you look at where these things originated from initially, it has nothing to do with what we celebrate today. It's just completely weird. Yeah, okay. Wow, see, this is like when you can write a calendar, you can change time. That is crazy. That's so cool, you guys. Neith, perseverance. So you guys could have a crane, like one of these birds, as a spirit guide. That basically, if you ever see cranes, this is a message that you're going to persevere through this. Wow. Starting new moon, March 29th, March 30th. Wow. You know what? So I have added in like these two extra zodiac sign. One is called Ophiuchus. Oh my gosh, a honey badger. That is so cute. Ophiuchus, which is, it goes from November to December. And then Cetus, which goes from May 21st to May 28th. And so I feel like those should be zodiac signs. Yeah. Okay. So this god, Mertziger, righteousness. Yes. Yes, there is the 13th zodiac. I really feel like they should have written those into the zodiac system. And then we got Bastet here, which she rules over passion and sex and lust and stuff like that. But she also is a very, like, this is a black cat protector goddess. So the fact that she's coming out here and you're having kittens, that this is absolutely Bastet's protection, like being bestowed upon you. I think that's so interesting to me. And this beetle keeps sticking out too. Bastet is an energy watch. Yes, absolutely, you guys. Bastet is definitely watching over you guys. Selkies, healing. I think that this one is funny. It's got like a lynx cutting the head off of a snake, right? Snakes are actually like, in most traditions, they're energies of healing and renewal. But I get that this is cutting the head off of something that's venomous. And so maybe in ancient Egypt, they had a lot of like snake bites or something. She's a man eater. Yeah, literally. Maybe they had a lot of snake bites or something where they would need to be healed from that. Just kind of freaky. Apophis at the bottom. That's one of the biggest snakes. This is an energy that if it goes against your enemies, this will devour your energies in chaos. Not your energies, but your enemies' energies in chaos. And yeah, Apophis, because this is a very big snake. I see, when I look at that eye of Wajah, I'm seeing more of an evil eye rather than the eye of Ra. Khanum, yeah, resourcefulness. So see how this god is creating man right there? You are very resourceful. And you have these extra resources that are coming from the spiritual realm to help guide you. Then I'm also seeing Sekhmet here, which is justice. And see how she has the eye of Ra right there. So she carries the eye of Ra for Ra, basically, so that whenever there's an enemy of Ra around, Sekhmet will inform Ra. Yes, big Medusa energies. But again, Medusa is actually not negative, but she's got Gorgon sisters. Oh, you did expect that to come out. Yeah, she's got Gorgon sisters that will tear somebody's ass up. It's crazy. Yeah. So my higher self is this one, Amut, this like alligator, whatever mix. I don't know what types of animals that is mixed in there. But this is the one that eats the hearts, the bad hearts. Yeah, I definitely had a lifetime where I was this type of entity before. Devastation, total this justice is going to bring about devastation for this person on a massive scale. And then we have exploration. So I feel like you guys are ready to explore, the spiritual realm and your higher selves. And this is going to be the most empowering thing for you. Oh, here it is, Ragnarok. Here it is. Here's Ptah. Skill. This is you having major skills in this lifetime. And I'm just looking at this card and I see that, he's standing with a magical staff. He's standing kind of like on a podium. And then this thing that's around him looks like it's some type of measuring device or something like that. But yeah, I get really big protector vibes from this. Very big protector. And I'm looking at these littler pictures, and it looks like it's describing a ritual to invoke this skill. So you could end up finding that you have the ability to create through word. Yeah, you've been called Ptah. You have the ability to use your voice to create, like literally to say some stuff and then it manifests. And that is that's a gift that these Masons want desperately. They really want it desperately. Yeah. But when you speak, it's Mayat. It's truth and fairness that comes out. Truth and fairness. Mayat was somebody that I knew in the past. And they're like, it's so funny because in this lifetime, they're literally in the legal system. They're all about truth and fairness and bringing about balance. Shu, order and peace. So yeah, truth and fairness, order and peace. You guys are here to usher in a new era of Horus. And the era of Horus is the same thing as the Aquarian age, the golden age. It's like a new golden age, but this is like, there's something from ancient Egypt, some type of text. Maybe it's the Book of the Dead. There is some type of text that somebody is going to read, and then you're going to get downloads about this. And whatever downloads you get, you're going to be able to put into action. Yes. Yes. They get their ass beat for doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I've had the same thing. I've had so many people try to do voodoo on me, not realizing that my descendants come from Africa, and that I have all the Orishas looking after me. And so it ends up backfiring for them, regardless of what their skin color is. And so I think people have learned to stop trying to do the voodoo on me. But again, they see you as like somebody that they could target. Yeah, God's definitely got me. God's definitely got you guys, especially with just the extensiveness of how this skill that you bring into this world is going to bring out truth and fairness for other people, order and peace. And then we have Taret, Genesis, and she's like on her little boat. I don't know if you guys like Marvel. I think it was Marvel, but the Khonshu series, Khonshu. Another one of my spirit guides is Khonshu, and he don't play either. He's not like, if you piss him off, he's not nice. He is somebody that does not care like what these people have to say. Anybody that tries to use Egyptian magic and the moon is going to have to deal with Khonshu for it. Ra, you guys, this is you being protected by Ra. And I love this card because it's got the eyes of Wedjot, the eye of Ra, the falcon-headed god, and then the boat, the sun boat. So yeah, you guys are being protected majorly. And then Ra and come on, enlightening, and then Ra to Amun Ra. So all of you, so you guys have Amun Ra as well. And yes, this is a magical throne that they're sitting on, that he's sitting on. So yeah. Amun Ra is all about creation. I feel like he helped I don't know why, but I am definitely seeing a piece of bacon here on the side of this card. It looks like there is bacon right there. That looks like bacon to me. So literally, when I look, I feel like Amun Ra had a lot of creating. They had a lot that they created in ancient Egypt. Sobek, union and power. Sobek, yeah. So you've been called Amun Ra once. Yeah, I do believe that Amun Ra is an incarnation of Ra, but I believe that Ra has had many incarnations. Yes. Wow. Wow, that is awesome, you guys. See, I had a lifetime in ancient Egypt where I was an alien, one of these aliens, but then I also had lifetime where I was Cleopatra, but Cleopatra was even adopted by, you know, the Egyptians. Sobek. This is the alligator god that likes to steal anybody's wife that bathes by the Nile River. He's very known for that. Thoth. Here is Thoth. So there could be something very significant about this card right here for you guys. So wholeness. I'm liking it. And Thoth and then Horus. Yeah, stability and equilibrium. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow. See, there's always people that I'm like waiting to find them in life. And so Julius Caesar, that totally got chills. That totally makes sense. Yeah, one of my friends I used to have was the sister that Cleopatra strangled when she was in jail. But yeah, I had major issues with her at the beginning of this lifetime. And then I figured out that's what it was. I cleared the karma and boom, it was like clear sailing for a while there. All right, let's pull one more. Oh, Seth. Okay, this is definitely one that I was definitely Set. Well, Loki was Set, so yeah. I look at things as just being different masks of Loki. And it's just getting to experience things on all different levels. So Seth is about resentment, obviously. Horus and Set, didn't these two battle over Egypt? Set got the shitty part of Egypt. He got like the part that was pretty much not inhabitable by people, you know, like, and it's very interesting because these ancient gods actually brought the technology and they brought the grain and food to Egypt so that they could actually live there. Of course, the Nile River was much bigger, I think, back then when they first came. Wow. 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 Trade connections. That's so cool. Egypt. Yeah, it is sun worship. Absolutely. Absolutely. Apophis. So Seth and Apophis. I'm pretty sure that Set ends up fighting Apophis for Ra for something. So I feel like you having all of this support is just really going to blow somebody out of the water. This is one I was waiting for. Okay, so one of you in the chat is this being happy. And this being is all about rejuvenation. Yes, and many lifetimes ahead. Yeah, and that's why you guys have a lot of good, you know, this is like about renewal. You guys have a lot of good karma coming in. The parts that that need to be healed from other lifetimes will just be when other people, you meet other people, and on this realm, you don't know that in this other lifetime, they were so and so and so and so. Like when I met Balder, I was immediately irritated with him. And I was like, and I was working in the Crystal Ray at that time. And the guy who was Balder, he met me and he walked up to the person that was at the front. And he was like, I met Astraea and I just had the worst feeling like ever about her. And then he looked with his psychic sight and was like, oh, that's because you're Balder. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So, anyways, that was like a fun day at work that day. But yeah, it's interesting how the universe will bring the people that you need to like apologize to or heal or whatever. They'll bring that to you and give you a second chance to do it. And so I feel like most of you guys are going to start picking up on who these people are. Yes, thank you so much, Kels the Ghost. You are awesome. You are awesome. Yeah, you know what? Don't give in to giving up. That energy is what these Masons want. They want you to give up on yourself because, they don't like people, especially people not having studied whatever it is that they study. Like they're in their mind, they think that there's no way that you guys should have more knowledge than a 33-degree Mason. And I don't think that Mason is end all be all. I think that they're probably doing some type of black magic. I just don't know what type. And so, wow, there is a temple of Kali, avatar of Vishnu. Wow, that is cool. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I'm so glad that you guys are here with me today. So know that this person is going down. Yes, they're pissed off because you know more and you didn't have to go through their hazing rituals or they're like, I'm serious. They literally, I think that these Masons sacrifice people. And the crazy thing about it is that there are Masons in every part of the world. So this is not just coming from one area. Like I really feel like Masons probably exist almost everywhere in some form of or one another. But yeah, these people getting in the way of your money, this was a horrible investment for them to make. They would have been better off if they would have just invested in getting their own money rather than trying to stop you because you're unstoppable at this point. There is really a Freemason lodge. Oh my gosh. And wow, that is so crazy. That's so crazy. That's actually scary. I was wondering if Bohemian Grove is like that. And it does say church. Yeah. Wow. A lodge in London also. Jeez. So we got the cat calls. It says it doesn't matter how slowly you go, just as long as you don't stop. Okay. There you guys go. That is a reminder that you will reach the end. Don't give up. That's what they want, is for you to give up. And trust me, there's been days where I've been feeling like, oh my gosh, like whatever I'm doing, it's just not reaching people or it's not getting out there. And I always remind myself that this is like not my thoughts, that this is obviously what somebody else wants me to think. And when I can take that step back and look at it, okay, well, this is what somebody wants me to think, then I still feel like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to stop or give up. Oh, you are awesome. I love that when you guys donate your time, your love, and all that stuff, and liking and subscribing, all that stuff really helps. You rock. You rock. Yes, I'm unapologetically myself. I love how cats are like this. Yes, we are unstoppable at this time. And our higher selves have led us like to this day. It says, make each day a masterpiece. Absolutely. Absolutely. The one thing that I love about cats is that I know, right? It's when I was watching the Viking series and I was watching the Boneless meet with the guy who was like the ruler of Russia, I was like, ooh, man, This is a bad setup. I thought that was kind of cool, though, that he ended up, actually settling Dublin in Ireland. Like, that's dope. That's dope. So, yeah, the funny thing about cats is that cats look at the difference between cats and dogs is, well, one difference. Dogs see us as a different, oh, really? So I wonder if it was more like Ireland rather than like Russia or the Rus or whatever. But yeah, I think that they probably change a little bit of it. But okay, so dogs, when they look at you, they know that you're a different species, right? Cats, when they look at you, they just think that you're a big, furless, funny-looking cat. And that right there just explains a lot about why cats are the way that they are. Wow, Dublin, Ireland. That is so interesting. I'm gonna have to read out more about that. And black cats are associated with Kali, and dogs are, wow, with Vivara and Shiva. So I was this one that is Lilitha. I was that energy, that goddess energy. That's one of my higher selves. Inhale courage, exhale fear. I think that cats are fearless creatures. Lalitha, thank you. Thank you. That's it. Yeah, Lalitha. That's the one that I was. Very big connection to her. Whatever happens today, don't worry. It's going to be okay. So, yeah, whenever you feel like, oh, could this day get any worse? Just go, take a step back and go, you know what? Whatever happens today, it's going to be fine. Yes. Oh my gosh. They are so protecting you, Shama Maria. They are so protecting you. Wow, really? See, I've always been so in love with Shiva. I have always loved Shiva, and I think that Shiva's probably my favorite, one of my favorites. Yeah. Start your day with a smile. Sometimes this can totally help. Like just smiling to yourself, smiling in the mirror. Every day that you wake up is a precious gift. So wake up and be fabulous. And then also, it's like you guys are going through a spiritual awakening too. Oh my gosh, this reading is at 2 hours. We're going to have to shut this down. Small steps every day. Remember that you are going to reach your goal, and it's just taking small steps every day. I do. I do know who Amma is. Yeah. I don't talk to them anymore, but I do know what that energy is. I also am very connected to Hanuman. I love Hanuman, like a lot. I also like Lovecraftian stories, and so they do a really interesting take on Hanuman, and they make it a horror story, and it ends up being really, really good. Yes. Yeah, you guys are being so protected at this time. It's so good. Okay, let's do one more. There's always a reason to smile. Just more confirmation. More confirmation. There's always going to be a reason to smile. And jump at the chance to show them your greatness. Yeah, this is literally, don't be afraid to shine. Just because people want to like stop that doesn't mean that they can. And that's where people need to understand the difference between somebody's intention and then what they're capable of actually doing, because a lot of these people, what they want to do to you, they're not capable of doing it. And so it'll always be just a dream or a wish. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. We are blessing, 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 and calling in all of the positive energy. Good. Yes. Okay. So I was going to tell you guys, bye, Swami. I was going to tell you guys that using a black Shiva lingam will help, and they come in sizes from like this, being this big. It's a crystal, or it's a stone, but it's rolled down this stream, and so they end up being round. So I have one that's about this big. It blocks out a lot of black magic. Like the majority of the black magic that's sent to me, it blocks that out. So just, yeah, being mindful of that. God bless you too. You guys are awesome. Okay, we're going to open that heart chakra and we are bringing in positivity. It is, yeah, it is called a black Shiva lingam. Ah, so you have the one of the other colored Shiva lingams. I also have wild. I have also one of the other Shiva lingams, and it literally has, I'll have to bring it and show it to you guys next time. It has the imprint of the goddess on it. Like, it's wild. Yes, they are. They're very, very connected. And seriously, such powerful, like crystals are so powerful. They're literally like amulets. Okay, you guys, know that God loves you. You have it at home. Good, good. Yeah, if you start to ever feel like somebody's sending you negative energy, just pick that up and meditate with it. Dancing Shiva. I've got dancing Shiva. Absolutely. I have a big statue of that in my bedroom. I've always been obsessed with Shiva, even from like childhood. I've just been like just mesmerized by him. Yes, continue to use the rune power and continue to use Ptah's voice so that you can create. Okay. All right, you guys. Nataraja. Very good. Very good. Okay, you guys, know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Please like this video. Share it if you feel compelled to. Hit that notification bell. And oh, remember about the gold sheen obsidian. Okay, that you can get that. Eventually, I will be opening a store where I have the bracelets that I make myself, which are, I basically go through and pick all of the different, like this one could be one that's possibly for anxiety. I pick all of the best crystals for that purpose, and then I put it together. And so eventually I will be opening up a shop for that. But all right, you guys, know that God loves you. Know that I love you too. And yes, I would love to meet you guys someday. Like, that would be just a dream come true for me. Okay. All right. Bye, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go do something fun. All right. Love you. See you in the next one. Bye.